Taylor, what are we doing today?
We're gonna go rip some jet skis.
Alrighty, let's do it. There we go. Alrighty everyone, it's Alec Agard coming to you with a new YouTube video on the 2024 SEADOO Spark TRIXX 1-Up. And I fooled you a little bit. We did a little teaser. It snowed the other day. Typical Wisconsin, one day it's winter, one day it's summer. So today we're gonna be doing a first impressions on this 2024. This will be my first time riding it. Taylor's gonna come along, she's gonna ride it as well. We've been riding these Sparks for about 5 seasons now. I bought my 2019, my green ski right here, back in 2020. So this will be our 5th season with SEADOO Spark TRIXXs. And we really love them. Hopefully we love this one even more than we do the first generation. So the last time that I saw you, I went over this machine, and right down here on the jet pump, there is this little yellow tab. And some people mentioned that it needs to be removed before you ride it, and that it's supposed to be removed during the PDI, the pre-delivery inspection. I did in fact call my dealership and clarify that it does need to be removed. It's not supposed to be on the machine. It is a steering degree limiter. So we're gonna get that removed really quick, and then we're gonna load these things up on the trailer and go get some riding content with this thing, see what our first impressions are. So here we are at the back of the machine. This is this little yellow bracket I was talking about. If you guessed it, typical SEADOO fashion, a 13 millimeter does a lot of stuff on this thing with standard headed bolts. So let's get this guy pulled out of here real quick. Oops. And it looks like it's just a bolt and a little piece of plastic. And this is, the purpose behind this is to keep the VTS from going up and down. So that's kind of a stopper there. We got that guy out. Don't even need to put the bolt back in, that can stay out. Getting the skis pulled in right now, dealing with early year dock stuff. There is no pier here, which Taylor's not super happy about, but she's getting them yanked off, and I'm gonna pull a truck out and we'll get on the ski. All right, here we are. Water is definitely brisk, and it's very high with no dock, so let's do this. All right, so Taylor's on the new jet ski. I am on Chase vehicle, the 2019, and we're gonna go do a little riding. See if we can get her to do a little wheelie. There you go.
These are really slippery.
They probably got some dealership grease on them.
I don't want to tip over in this cold water.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. What do you think of the ski so far? You've had like 5 minutes on it.
I'm having a hard time distinguishing the difference between sport mode and TRIXX mode. First try, the reverse and the braking didn't seem much different from each other. So
okay.
I guess we'll just have to play around more with that to see what the real difference is.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out, we were talking in the truck on the way over here, trying to figure out the difference between the sport mode that all of these have, and then there's this new TRIXX mode. And I understood it as the braking and reversing was a lot quicker. And as Taylor just explained, it doesn't seem like it is quicker. So we're gonna keep playing around with that and see if there's a big difference between the two. All right, so here we are on the 24. This is my first time ever riding it. I just started it for the first time. I will say my first impressions, haven't even really moved it yet. Everything is very nice and tight. The steering is tight. Grips feel really nice. I actually do like them more than the previous generation. The finger throttle and the IBR feel good too. So I'm gonna play around with this in a couple minutes, and I'll pick the video back up and you'll see some live action. All right, so we're out here, beautiful Lake Koshkonong, Wisconsin. I've rode this for like 3 minutes, and first of all, Taylor said TRIXX mode didn't work because she wasn't in TRIXX mode, and she said sport mode and TRIXX mode don't feel any different because she wasn't in either of them. So that's the first problem. TRIXX mode works really well, actually. I got the nose to go underneath the water, and what I'm trying to figure out is how you keep it going under the water. Right now, kind of as soon as you start to go under and then you let off the brake, it kind of wants to come right back out, which is cool. It goes into a wheelie and the water comes up. So I'm gonna do a little bit of riding around. We'll do some wheelies, we'll do a little TRIXX mode, and we will do some spinny spins and do a little thoughts afterwards. Yeah, that's what you gotta hear. You gotta hear it go, and then you gotta hold it, and it's gotta go. Almost got you a little wet there.
Just a little bit.
That one didn't work so well.
I will only laugh a little bit if he tips over.
Master operator right here. She can't parallel park a car, but she can parallel park a jet ski.
We got so much water in here.
Yeah, what's up with that? All right, so here we are. We're like a couple minutes into testing this thing out, and we have done all the tricks that we normally do on the first generation, except the second generation does what better?
it can nosedive. We tried it on his to see, because we never really tried to do a nosedive before on those ones, and it just won't let you. This thing allows you to send the nose into the water. It doesn't stay in for a super long time, at least yet. We might have to learn how to do that, but you can have it nosedive and then shoot up into a wheelie, which was pretty cool. Something that the first generations cannot do.
Yeah, so the first generation, as Taylor said, I did try and purposefully put the nose under by grabbing the IBR and the throttle at the same time. And it just kind of lays there and sits there and does not do anything until you get under a certain speed. And then it does start to reverse. So this, it must have a little bit different bucket on it where they could put that kind of pressure from you going faster into it before it comes down and starts shooting out the jet pump. So it definitely does that better. The other big thing is the display and the hand controls. So they just feel crisp, they feel refined, they definitely are easier to use and better for quick adjustability. Taylor and I did both find ourselves hitting the settings button in the middle instead of going trim up and down. So when you're used to these, you just find the button right below the top and you go down, right? Well, on that one, you have settings in the middle. So that is a little bit more difficult when you're trying to do it without looking, but it's just something that you got to get used to. Oh, yeah, that's payback. There we go. There we go. That was a pretty good save. The balls are wet. That was a lot better. All right, Taylor's gonna try and do a top speed-ish run. That's pretty decent in that short distance.
I feel like if I went this way where the wake isn't against me, the chop isn't against me, I'm not going like this, I could probably get it a little higher maybe.
Well, and yeah, the water's a little choppy and it's brand new, so you don't want to hold it wide for too long, but try it.
Go this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
So break-in's a thing, but it doesn't mean you got to be super soft on it. You know, vary the throttle, use it for what it's meant for, use it, break it in how you're going to use it, but also, you know, don't hold it wide open for 3 minutes.
I got 46 that time.
46?
Yeah. But I feel like once it's like not brand new and we can really lay into it, we could probably get more.
Yeah. But it's probably going to go about the same speed as the other ones. Yeah. It's not like it's some cheetah that's way fast. Well, that's fine. It's not like they were slow in the first place. Everyone likes more mile an hour, but at the same time, if you want more mile an hour, spend another 10 grand and get a 300,
Yeah.
right?
True.
So the $1 million question, or should I say the couple $1,000 question, should you upgrade? Do you have to upgrade between the second generation to the first generation for having fun on the river or the lake?
I wouldn't say you have to. Of course, the nosedive feature is fun, and it's going to be fun to learn how to use that to your best ability. But I think it does all the other tricks we've been doing, the spins, the wheelies, everything like that, pretty much the same. I wouldn't say it has like a huge difference in that sense of things. But if the nosediving is something you're super interested in doing and learning, then I would say the upgrade is worth it.
Yeah, so the other thing I was going to add is the single seat is nice. It looks really good, but I didn't really notice it any different than the 2-up seat. And also, I think that if you do not currently own a Spark or you don't own a Spark TRIXX, this would be an awesome upgrade for you. Going from maybe you're just on a base Spark or something that's not technically a TRIXX model, I think this would be a really good upgrade. If you have a first generation Spark TRIXX and maybe you got an exhaust and an impeller and a tune and stuff like that, I really don't think you're gonna pick this thing up and be blown away by the difference in it. I'm really happy that we bought it. I think that having a new machine is awesome. I really like how crisp and finished it is, and I do like the upgrades. But, if for some reason I wasn't able to get my hands on it, I don't really think that I would cry all summer long having to ride the first generation. What do you think of that front storage bin? That is the only accessory that we have put on this.
I like it. I was a little bit worried that it was going to be difficult to open it while you're on the ski, but it's actually super simple. It's actually, I would say, easier than the other one, trying to get those latches on, and you don't have to worry about those falling off. We'll see how it holds up with more vigorous riding to see if it stays latched, stays in there, and all of that good stuff. But it is quite easy to actually open while you're on the ski, and it has a much more sleek look.
Yeah, it does have a sleek look. The last thing that I wanted to talk about was the foot wedges back here. Don't look at my feet. Foot wedges, they're nice, but to be honest, my feet don't notice a huge difference. So what does it need?
Turf. Footwell turf. This is very hard on your feet, especially if you're going to have a long day of riding. I might be spoiled because my previous jet ski had turf in it, but I think it's definitely a must. It's going to be probably our first upgrade with this thing. Yeah,
I did just a quick glance, and no one has turf out for it just yet. So I don't know who's going to come out with it first. I would like to pick some up. I was hoping you were going to say exhaust, but turf is good too. So I would like to put an exhaust on it. It does sound pretty decent for being completely stock. Alrighty, so here we are. I think Taylor has a little bit of a sunburn from like an hour and a half on the water. But we have brought the skis back inside because it's supposed to be like 45 in a couple days. So our 80 goes to 45 real fast. But we have the first gen 2019, second gen 2024. Our final thoughts are...
not a whole lot of differences, but the nosediving feature is pretty cool, and I'm really excited to continue to learn how to do that better throughout the summer. I think it is nice to have one of each, and I don't think we made the wrong decision.
Yeah, I would mostly agree with that. I definitely don't think that you have to upgrade if you already have one of these. So I think that's pretty much where we're going to leave it. Alrighty guys, well, thank you very much for watching. At this point, we are pretty much wrapped up with this video. Hopefully you found it helpful, and until we see you guys next time, peace. The nose to go.
Cut the tape, man.